TV main news.
Inspector General of Police orders immediate deployment of anti-riot police units nationwide.
Hoodlums attack police station in Orile-Gomo, Lagos.
Officers and residents of Auchi Correctional Center, Benin, count losses after hoodlums invade facility.
A very good evening to you. As always, it's a delight to have you join us here on ITV for the main news. We're live in Benin City, Nigeria. I am Uyi Agmofwegbe, also on tonight's news.
I'm Blessing Auchi. Thank you for joining us.
Let's begin now by telling you the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, has ordered the immediate nationwide deployment of anti-riot police units and the police mobile force. The IGP said the decision was taken to protect lives and property of all Nigerians and secure critical national infrastructure across the country. He also ordered massive deployment of police operatives to strengthen the security around correctional facilities nationwide. The IGP noted that 12 suspects have been arrested in connection with the attacks and arson on police stations in Benin City, while 5 AK-47 rifles earlier stolen from vandalized police stations have been recovered. Adamu called on members of the public to avail the police with useful information that can lead to the rearrests of the fleeing inmates unlawfully released from correctional facilities.
Lagos State government has imposed a 24-hour curfew in all parts of the state starting from 4 p.m. today. This is coming after the state government noticed the unpleasant event that occurred on Monday following the degeneration of the NSAS protest. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State said the campaign, which began as a peaceful NSAS protest, has degenerated into a monster that is threatening the well-being of the society. He said, as a responsible government, it will not watch and allow anarchy to take over the state. He thereafter imposed a 24-hour curfew on all parts of the state as from 4 p.m. today, except essential service providers and first responders that will be allowed on the streets of Lagos.
As the 24-hour curfew imposed by Edo State government enters second day, the compliance level in city centers appears to be encouraging. Afosa Wangwe reports that the story is, however, different in areas such as Upper Sokmumba, where the people defied the curfew and continued their protest.
The Oba Ovorame Square was devoid of its usual hustle and bustle owing to the curfew announced by the Edo State government, though with few bus drivers picking passengers and some petty traders. In other areas, including Boundary Road, Ihama, Akenzua, Saple Road, Sokwamba, First and Second East Circular Roads, there was relative compliance with few cars on the road, while on Airport Road, some vehicles were seen in queue, obviously to buy petrol. However, the situation was different at 3rd East Circular Junction and Upper Sokwamba Road, as some local residents joined the NSAS protesters who were also demanding good governance in the country.
You add to the fuel. You add to the fuel. Okay, and electricity tariff, you add to it. When you go to the market now, a bag of 40 naira is 46,000 naira. While our Nigerian ride is 30,000 naira. When you collect 30,000 for minimum wage, what do you want to use that thing to buy in market? So as a youth, we need good roads, we need good education, we need lights. We are tired of the suffering.
We are all suffering, and we will not suffer again and again. We were fighting for our rights.
The protesters barricaded the different junctions and expressed their readiness to continue with their protests until their demands are met. They said the curfew cannot deter them from protesting, as they are only expressing their fundamental human rights as enshrined in the Constitution.
Youth, we are suffering. Markets, everything is going hard below we. We need a justice. We need everything to come down. I want government to help us and settle this issue and make everything to be real, so that all of us will see our security benefits. I will regulatory security, not anyhow security. Until it has happened, this protest will never end.
Bag of rice, when I just said they sell for fair. Now that's what they sell 45,000. Bag of rice, senior.
At Saple Road, policemen condole of the area as they shot into the air to scare people from gathering. Edo State government, in the aftermath of the violent protest on Monday, imposed a 24-hour curfew in the state till further notice. Efosa Uwangwe reporting.
The senators called on President Muhammadu Buhari to address the nation as soon as possible on the NSAS protest across the country. This formed part of the resolutions reached by the senators during today's plenary. Roslyn Ewuramin has details in what transpired in the House of Representatives.
The Senate directed the police to offer protection to anti-SARS protesters to prevent hoodlums from hijacking the genuine action. The Senate decision was sequel to a point of order by Senator Biodu Olujimi titled End SARS, the Need for a Comprehensive Reform. The lawmakers urged the protesters to stop their agitation on the streets while the federal government addressed their demands. Meanwhile, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, says he will not sign the 2021 budget if provisions are not made to compensate families of victims of police brutality in the last decade. He made this known during Tuesday's plenary. Mr. Gbajabiamila also appealed to anti-SARS protesters not to allow the protests to be hijacked by unscrupulous elements seeking to cause chaos in the country, while noting that the protesters have raised their voices for a righteous cause which has been heard. He called for discussions on the way forward. He promised some measures to address the problem of police brutality in the country, which includes drafting new legislation that enables a system to hold erring police officers to account for their conduct in the performance of their duties.
As Speaker of this House of Representatives, let me say now, for the records to reflect, and in the expectation that I will be held to account, I will not sign off on a 2021 budget that does not include adequate provisions to compensate those who have suffered violence and brutality at the hands of the police in Nigeria in the last decade. I will not sign off on a budget that does not meet the reasonable demands of the ASU, to which government has already acceded. To the young people across Nigeria who have led this protest, whose call for change has brought about this historical moment, you are the midwives of national rebirth. You have moved a nation to action, and now you must join in doing the hard work of making it real, the vision of a more just, more prosperous, and more resilient nation.
Roslyn Ewuramin reporting.
We're going to a quick break now. On the menus, we're back shortly with more stories for you. Stay with us.
Congratulations. With humility and immeasurable reverence, I, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawao Igbenedion, CFR, Esama of Benin, heartily rejoice with His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedo Uku Akbolokbolo Ewaye II, Oba of Benin, on his epoch-making birthday and 4th coronation anniversary. Umogun, your noble disposition as a bridge builder and unquestionable custodian of the great Benin cultural heritage eminently places you at the highest level in the community of royal fathers in the world. I join millions of your subjects worldwide to thank God and our ancestors for enabling your royal majesty to witness yet another birthday and 4th coronation anniversary in good health and royal splendor. It is heartwarming and highly commendable that your reign has continued to bring endless peace and prosperity to our land. I feel proud to rejoice with your majesty today as we roll out the drums for this double celebration in the ancient kingdom. May the good Lord and the ancestors continue to endow you with the unfathomable wisdom to rule the kingdom. Atalakpanowa, continue to reign supreme in your kingdom, which is the last surviving monarchy of the black race. Obaga Tokbe Ise, signed His Excellency Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawao Igbenedion, CFR, Esama of Benin.
Buy 11, get one free. Winning energy for their lunchbox. Buy 11, get one free. Winning energy for their lunchbox.
Congratulations, our revered father. Amidst joyous populace, Umogun, Omonoba Nedo Ukwu Akpolokpolo, AY the second Logidigan, Oba of Benin. On these milestones of your birthday and 4th coronation anniversary, our mouths are filled with sweetening songs of veneration to your crown of glory. Umogun, as benefactor to all Inige in Benin Kingdom, you have proven to be the source and flower of our strength. In you, we know that the heavenly waters need no rainmakers to make our steady throats wet. Oh yes, the entire Inige from the 7 local government areas of Edo South shall fruitfully continue to follow your path of sanity, peace, and progressive inclination. For the exemplifying father that you are, we pledge the constancy of our unalloyed loyalty to your towering throne of splendor. Obaga Tokpe, Ise. Signed, His Royal Highness Edomonyi Idwoze Ogiegban, Enoge of Egban Siloko Road. His Royal Highness Eduge Ogeriahi Ogyugo, Enoge of Ugoniye Koryomo. His Royal Highness Ibie Ohiokpamoyi, Enoge of Igwogbe. For Enige of Benin Kingdom. Hearty felicitations to our inimitable king. Umogun, our sheep of words, carry banners of praises specially crafted for your veneration. Our living deity, Omonoba Nedo, Ukwu Akpolokpolo, AY the second, Oba of Benin. On this momentous occasion of your birthday and 4th coronation anniversary, our homage is the ever-living gospel whose root knows no betrayal. On behalf of the entire people of Egban Dukedom, I, His Royal Highness Edomonyi Idwoze Ogiegban, Enoge of Egban Siloko Road, heartily rejoice and felicitate with the Omonoba, the home leopard, on these milestones. Obaga Tokpe, Ise. Signed, His Royal Highness Edomonyi Idwoze Ogiegban, Enoge of Egban Siloko Road.
Thank you for staying with us on the ITV Main News. Residents of Oko Correctional Center Barrack in Benin City have continued to count their losses following the invasion of the facility by hoodlums yesterday. Aigbujukwura reports that the hoodlums looted and destroyed property worth millions of naira.
Burnt property in one of the buildings at the Oko Correctional Service Center with damaged vehicles while occupants of the building parked out their property. The situation was not different in other parts of the barracks with burnt cars all over the places. Shops were forced open and looted. Some residents in the barracks opposite the Correctional Service Center and owners of the vandalized shops narrate their experience.
Before we know it, we had gone. House was burning, our clothes, my mother's clothes, my son's certificates, vandalized, burnt, smoke everywhere. People came, started helping us to put fire. Then got it to the parlor, all our plasma TVs, the 2 of them removed. The gold something removed. Our computer, scan, my son's laptop, everything removed. They didn't end there, they entered my farm, collected all my goods. Then they went to the car, started destroying it.
We are just inside. They now call us that Benin prison, they've broken Benin prison. That we should evacuate the house, we should evacuate the barrack because we stay in the barrack. We thought it's a joking matter. All my rubber chair, this is my store. They broke this store, they put fire 2 times. Somebody office, they put another fire again. I don't know who is offing it. Glory be to God, this God. All the rubber chair I have here, the table, they broke this gate. We have to put another key. Everything inside here, they remove it. They remove all the drinks, all the bottle granules, everything, they took it away. All my rubber chair, they used it to set this fire. Both the rubber chair, the table chair, everything. Can you imagine? This is bad. We are doing ourselves.
They destroy ministers, pack their goods. Even some houses here, they break their louvers, scatter their. They will try to push the door and enter inside the house.
They said the hoodlums took advantage of the NSAS protest to invade the correctional center, although the news crew could not gain access into the correctional center to ascertain the level of damage done. Management of the facility promised to comment on a later date. Boji Horia reporting.
Residents living around the burnt police stations in Igbobaha local government area, Edo State, have condemned the invasion and looting of the stations by hoodlums under the guise of anti-SARS protest. Crime correspondent Wellington Akodeja has details.
St. Xavier police station was completely razed, while valuables were carted away, including guns. The official residence of the divisional police officer was not spared, as some property, including a submersible pumping machine attached to the borehole, were removed, while other property were set ablaze. The situation was the same at Ubekun police station, as the facility was reduced to rubble, while vehicles at both police stations were burnt beyond recognition. However, the news crew was unable to access Dogbo police station to ascertain the extent of damage due to the blockade on Upper Sakomba Axis, continuation of anti-SARS protests. Some residents who commented on the situation described it as barbaric and uncalled for, pointing out that the only security outfit in their area was destroyed.
It's very uncalled for. You see, if something like this happens and masses want to jubilate, they want to, demonstrate for a peace, it's a way of making a dialogue with the federal government rather than destroying properties. And we are talking of the hardship in economic now. And these damages so far now involve money.
Very unfortunate. This is the only police station we have as a security base here for us, and it has been set up, please. Even the vehicle you are seeing here, we repaired it and give it to them. It's born to Auchi. Everything about this police station is gone. We are happy to go. Even the DPO house over there is set ablaze. Everything with the vehicles, they are all set ablaze.
The way they did, we are not happy about it. We want to assist the policemen to apprehend all those who was destroying the government property.
The leadership of Edo State Police Command, who spoke off camera, expressed shock over the incident and promised to comment on the matter at a later date. Wellington Akodeja reporting.
Some anti-SARS protesters today regrouped at the Uniben main gate along the Benin-Ugbowo-Lagos Road, despite the curfew imposed by Edo State government to continue their agitations for good governance in the country. Best Imbiri quotes some of the protesters reiterated that their protest is peaceful and condemned the violence yesterday in Benin City.
The Benin-Ugbowo-Lagos Road at about 10 a.m. on Tuesday, most residents did not adhere to the 24-hour curfew imposed by Edo State government, as there was free flow of human and vehicular movements. Although some filling stations were closed, few dispensing petrol were crowded by motorists. Burnt tires littered the expressway, while at the University of Benin main gate, some of the NSAS protesters were busy clearing the road of debris. They also proceeded to Adolog Junction to clear the road of the bonfire set up by other protesters, maintaining that their aim is not to create hardship for the citizens, but to
beg my Edo youth, please. We are peaceful protesters. We are not fighting against the police. We are not fighting against the military. Main gates has been peaceful from the onset. And I want to state this categorically, that NSAS protest in Benin has only 2 points, which is one is main gate and the second is Oba Ovorame Square.
This NSAS protest is not just a protest against police brutality. It's a protest against impunity, a protest against human rights abuse, a protest against bad governance, a protest against corruption, a protest against lack of transparency, a protest against increase in the price of fuel, increase in value-added tax.
What we are doing is a movement to set humanity free from abject poverty. Let the government help us to promote no violence, because they are not going to stop this movement. We are suffering from abject poverty, 60 years of independence.
The youth of this country, will they suffer? Today, no food, bag of rice. Nigeria rice is 36,000. foreign rice is 46,000. We need things to cheap. We want our youth to have job. I'm a youth, I don't have job. After school, no work, I'm selling pure water.
Others who condemned the violent attacks on Monday said the peaceful protest was hijacked, adding that the action will not, however, stop them from agitating for their rights.
And we are here this morning to make sure we clear this place and clean it up. We want to make the whole world know that the prosecutor of the prisons, they are not protesters, they are not part of us, we don't know them, they are hoodlums. Let the government take charge and flush them off the streets. We are making sure men get clean. We are moving on the obstacle for those until the next one. And what on the police stations, they are not members of the NSAS protests. What they did does not reflect our spirits.
Please, please, I want to beg every government of the day. We are not miscreants. We are elite. So those people that they have to struggle before we proceed struggle.
A group of people suspected to be hoodlums today set ablaze the police station in the Relay Igamu local government area, Lagos State. Roslyn Eworame has details of the incident and updates of anti-SARS protests nationwide.
Action of the hoodlums who set the Ori Iganu police station ablaze disrupted socio-economic activities in the area. Following the destruction of the police station, anti-SARS protesters have taken to social media to condemn the action of the hoodlums.
Even only the stars we are talking about so many things is not just going well in the country.
Meanwhile, businesses were grounded in and around the Keja area of Lagos State as anti-SARS protests continued on Tuesday. Malls, government offices and other businesses in Alosa, Agidigbi, Alen were shut as protesters occupied the streets, blocking major roads along the business area. Elsewhere in Benin State, anti-SARS protests have shut down activities at the Benin State Government House, Makurdi, calling for an end to police brutality, bad governance, unemployment, insecurity, among other demands. Spokesperson for the protesters, while speaking to the state governor, Samuel Otom, on behalf of the youth, said they are concerned about Nigerians' future, which has led to the outcry of the youth for their safety. Governor Samuel Otom, in his response, commended the peaceful conduct of the protesters.
I want to assure you that you have done the right thing, and I, the governor of Benue State, I support you in this protest. And to say that, for me, I have always stood for this. You have always heard me. I have never withheld my voice when it comes to issue of bad governance, when it comes to issue of insecurity.
In a related development, in Jalingo, the Taraba State capital, residents joined the anti-SARS protest demanding for an end to alleged police brutality. There was panic and comprehension in Jos, the Plateau State capital, as hoodlums disrupted commercial activities on Hamadu Bello Way, leading to an abrupt end of businesses in the city. Some shops were vandalized, while cars were set ablaze, which prompted personnel of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps to rush to the scene and maintain law and order before the arrival of the police. Finally, the Akwa Ibom State Governor, Udom Emmanuel, has announced the constitution of an 8-man judicial panel of inquiry to investigate incidences of police brutality in the state. A statement signed by the Secretary to the State Government, Daniel Emmanuel Ukuwe, said that the decision was part of resolutions reached an emergency of the State Executive Council meeting. Roslyn Eworame reporting.
We'll take another break on the ITV Main News. Please stay tuned for more stories.
Line
Finally, as it's about new chassis, you do well for our body as you don't make it travel from Benin to Lagos very cheap. Student price. As you sabi how everything come at Benin, how I go take it, thank you. For small money price to travel from Benin to Lagos, select my tool, Volkswagen bus stop. Another bus go carry you to Ikeja, Abule Egba, Yanopaja. Now so another bus go carry you, go for Auchi. And he was paying you for
Mind yourself. Social distancing, please.
We observe social distance in this house.
Bros, I dey watch you. Maintain your social distance.
Do what you've never done before. Find your first with the best data deals in town. Dial *777#. Glow Unlimited.
Burial postponements. The families of late Dr. David A. Iruansi of Ugbohare, Irua, Eastern Central Local Government Area of Edo State, regret to announce the postponement of the burial ceremony of our sister, mother, grandmother, late Deaconess Mrs. Mata Omotoame Iruansi, earlier scheduled to commence on Tuesday, 20th of October 2020 to a later date. Due to the 24-hour curfew declared by the Edo State government, we apologize for the inconvenience these may have caused. Signed, Engineer Dr. Osime Iruansi.
Dignitaries have described Madam Grace Igbinowahia as a virtuous woman worthy of emulation. The remark was made during the 100-year birthday party of Madam Grace Igbinowahia in Benin City. Ameze Obayesiagbo, who captured highlights of the colorful event, reports that guests from all walks of life graced the birthday party.
Children, grandchildren and great-grandchildren of Madam Grace Igbinowahia ushered in the celebrant to the event. The birthday party was colorful as they danced and rejoiced at what they described as God's faithfulness. They described Madam Grace Igbinowahia as a loving mother who would sacrifice for her family.
We pray that God will add more years to her age and give us, her children, the strength to take care of her.
Thank God for bringing her so far to this time. We are happy today. I pray that God will still preserve her for us.
Of course, the grace of God, whom she served, is really working in her life. So I wish her more years in good health. Grandma, we love you. Congratulations.
Actually, I want to thank God for another year. She's 100 years today, and as you can see, we are all happy to be here with her. I wish her many more years of prosperity, long life. I wish her good death.
I wish my great-grandmother more years. God will give her more years. I pray I should celebrate tomorrow in Jesus' name.
Good mother. She is a good mother. She is a woman that knows how to take good care of her children and train them well.
High point of the ceremony was when the celebrant displayed her love for music by singing songs in Benin language to express her gratitude to God. The market is break by heaven and attention. As the water down. The centenarian, Madam Grace Igbinowahia, was excited, appreciated God for keeping her alive and in good health. She also thanked her family and well-wishers for celebrating the day with her. Who would have thought I would live till this day? I appreciate God and all my children for their love, and I pray for God's blessings upon them. Guests who graced the event were adequately entertained. Ameze Obaisiagbon reporting.
Edo State's Governor, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, has on behalf of the government and people of Edo State congratulated His Royal Majesty Omonobanedo Ukwaakpolokpolo Oba Ewaye II, the Oba of Benin, on his birthday celebration and 4th coronation anniversary. The governor, in a statement, prayed for more years for unmatched advancement and development with the Oba's continued reign on the throne of his ancestors. The state governor said the birthday celebration and 4th coronation anniversary of His Royal Majesty Omonobanedo Ukwaakpolokpolo Oba Ewaye II, the Oba of Benin, is worth celebrating, as the state has indeed benefited from his fatherly role in ensuring stability, peace, and progress in the state. He prayed that the many more years that God Almighty shall grant His Royal Majesty Omonobanedo Ukwaakpolokpolo Oba Ewaye II to sit on the exalted throne of his forefathers will usher in unmatched advancements and developments in the state.
St. John Catholic Church, Ogwa, Eastern West Local Government Area, Edo State, witnessed unprecedented turnout of dignitaries as the family of Pa Isaac Ibaiki Agbede rode out the drums to appreciate God for a successful burial ceremony of their father, Pa Isaac Ibaiki Agbede, the Odionwe of Ukpogo Ogwa community. Edo Central Bureau Chief Ferdinand Usakwe reports that the first daughter of the deceased is the wife of a former Vice-Chancellor of Ambrose Ali University, Professor Emeritus John Osemehian.
Dignitaries, friends, and well-wishers in company with the family of late Pa Isaac Agbede as they danced to the altar to offer thanks to God. In a sermon, parish priest St. John the Baptist Catholic Church, Reverend Father Francis Oka, admonished Christians to live a life worthy of emulation, as everyone will one day give account of their stewardship to God. There was a grand reception earlier held in his honor, where guests were entertained.
We thank God for the life at time of our late Papa Isaac. He was a great man. I think great children should emulate his work, most especially in terms of Christianity.
His life experiences were very, very helpful for that group to learn from.
Live here on earth for a period of 118 years before he was called to the glory of the Almighty God. He did very, very well.
Children of late Pa Agbede extolled their father as a disciplinarian who dedicated the better part of his life to serving God. Hence, he was nicknamed Odionwe of Christ.
We so much appreciate everyone who has come to be part of this great ceremony. My dad is a very great man who we wish everyone and every member of the family will definitely emulate from.
My family, myself, and member of my family, this story from far and right, we pray that all of them will arrive at their destination successfully in Jesus' name.
Dignitaries at the event include a former Vice-Chancellor of Ambrose Ali University, Ekpoma, Professor Aigbomia, Enogi of Egoro, His Royal Highness, T.I. Osobase II. The body of late Pa Isaac Agbede was earlier committed to Mother Earth. Ferdinand Osakwe reporting.
A middle-aged man, Saturday Idehen, has been killed in Okunwo community of their Northeast Local Government Area, Edo State, by some youths in the community, allegedly among the escapees from the Ladrin Correctional facilities in Benin City. Ikmaosa Ugiagbe reports that one of the suspects was apprehended by members of the community.
Wailing by family members and sympathizers at the residence of late Saturday Idehe, widow of the deceased, Blessing Idehe, said following sporadic shooting in the community, her husband decided to go out to know what was happening, only to be hit by bullets.
After 12, say if you get where they want to go so, say get the shoot. I can't tell her say me no go. Now so it take come out in the night. So I say I say.
Some members of the community said they were shocked to hear sporadic shooting in the community, only to discover that Saturday Idehe was shot dead. They appealed to government and security agencies to help bring the culprits to justice.
At about 8, I was hearing sound of gun everywhere in the community. And later at about 1 again, it was increasing, shouting, Labe must go, Labe must go. Cabo, nobody give you. But this one I hear say they went and kill an innocent boy, breadwinner in their family.
The boy came yesterday for around 7 or 8. So the boy they shot say person must die for this community. So when we reach us now, because he said that they shoot gun. Say Louis go come out. One of my sister come and say, Brasa, that he don't die.
After 7 to 8 o'clock, we now started hearing call from Benin that they have started shooting gun in our great community, community. Destroying property, destroying houses. And we now say this is no more a protest. Before we now heard that they have killed one of our brother, my whole family, one Saturday day.
Somebody come in and they say they want to kill somebody in this community. And I say they will not kill anybody because the community have never fought and killed somebody before. Until 12 o'clock in the night, when the individual of the community now try to gather up to do their civil defense vigilante, they went there and shot one of our brothers.
The suspect, who gave his name as Felix Ijesuobo, narrates his involvement in the crime.
Now, for coming, see, Charles don't come at home. See for Oko prison. So the day now, they celebrate the tango. You see, one control me, they don't control me. They can't call the guy. They say they make arrangement with them. See, now I get machine we want carry come. They say what of now, we not get this kind of thing. Now they come give me team, they go down from our office. They want to drive there. See this committee, they'll kick everybody to do. Now those boys, now they call those boys come for whether I go. I don't know, with one jeep. They carry different men, carry different guns.
Efforts to get comments from the Edo State Police Command's Public Relations Officer, SP Chidi Wambuzo, were unsuccessful. Ikmamosa Ugiagbe reporting.
A report just reaching us from Edo State Government House says Governor Godwin Obaseki has met with heads of security agencies with a view to restoring order in the wake of the disturbances arising from the hijack of NSAS protests in the state. Present at the meeting are the Deputy Governor, Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, Secretary to the State Government, Usadion Ogi Esquire, as well as heads of the Nigeria Police Force, Nigerian Army, National Security and Civil Defense Corps, among others.
Against the backdrop of the loss of 10 lives and property worth millions of naira at Apo area in Abuja, another calamity has hit business owners in Apo Mechanic Village. Despite the violence of Monday, the anti-SARS protesters today came out in different parts of the Federal Capital Territory to continue the protest. ITV Abuja correspondent Alhassan Bala reports that some students also converged at the gate of the National Assembly complex.
Who would have thought that the NSAS protests, which started peacefully, will lead to loss of lives and destruction of properties worth millions of naira? This is Apo Mechanic Village in Abuja, the nation's capital. These burning shops are evidence of a clash between NSAS protesters and some hoodlums. Cars, tricycles, shops were all burned here. A situation that got business owners seems to be agitated. At the Federal Secretariat, it was another group of NSAS protesters protesting peacefully.
NSAS protest started in a peaceful manner Tuesday morning, but it seems it's getting to another dimension.
At Karshiyanya Road, the NSAS protesters also blocked Peagi junctions. The youth demanding the immediate implementation of their demands, otherwise they will remain on the streets.
It's a nationwide protest against bad governance, against police brutality, against SARS maladministration, against hike in fuel prices, against hike in NEPA bill, against corruption generally.
As the saying goes, different stroke for different folks. For university students, it is end ASU strike protest at the National Assembly. The president of the National Association of University Students insisted that the government must end ASU strike.
What it means is that there's a probability that you can finish your secondary school at the age of 18 and get admission at the age of 23. And you are supposed to run a 4 years program. So from 23 plus 4 is 27. ASU will not give you 2 more years. And that makes it what? 29. And all the federal government jobs, all the state government jobs, they'll be telling you 28 and below. We are telling them that we want them to end ASU strike now. We are not just saying they should call off ASU strike. Not the usual gimmicks and magic. We are saying they should end ASU strike forever. We are tired.
As the protest continues, the question on the lips of many is, when will it end? Considering that the various groups appear to have no leaders. Al-Hassan Bala, ITV News, Abuja.
We'll take another quick break on the news now. We're back shortly with more stories. Do stay with us.
My sincerest and hearty congratulations to our monarch, Ukua Bolokbolo, Obaiware Nugidigan, Oba of Benin. It is heartening to know that we are alive to celebrate the 4th year of His Royal Majesty Obaiware, the Oba of Benin, on the historical ancient throne of his fathers, and his birthday anniversary. Long may you reign. We acknowledge your immense contributions to the upliftment of Edo and the Benin nation. Your continuous interface with the government, politicians, and the ordinary folks in their daily need for fair hearing and justice all show you as a king we need in this kingdom at this point in our history. We are confident that we're yet to see all of your mission to make this kingdom and Edo State a unique offering and an example of peace, harmony, and progress. Long may you reign in wisdom and good health, Your Majesty. Oba Tokwe, signed Chief Dr. Limon Agonjagwe Ikbia, JP, the Adola of Ewato, the Adolagbo of Warri Kingdom, and the Chairman, Managing Director of Lee Engineering Group and Allied Companies, and the founder of Agonjagwe Limon Ikbia Foundation, ALIF.
Since 1999, Igbenedion University, Okada, has delivered high-quality education of international standard with uninterrupted calendar to teeming Nigerians and foreigners who are making waves in their respective vocations. In the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, Igbenedion University took advantage of its smart campus to conclude the 2019-2020 academic session successfully, using online mode of lecture delivery and examinations, thereby maintaining the sanctity of its academic calendar and timely graduation of students. You too can become part of this success story by enrolling for the 2020-2021 academic session at www.iuokada.edu.ng at the cost of 12,500 naira online or by certified bank draft. To ensure safety of staff and students upon resumption, the university has put in place all safety protocols prescribed by the NCDC. Signed, Friday Benji Bakari, Esquire, Registrar.
Oh yes, the light must shine on, business must go on, the engine must roll, we must enjoy comfort. Uyi Technica, the generator headquarters says something there for everybody. Generator there for everybody, just as your pocket reach. Yes, so cheap affordable price for generators, we understand as everywhere day. So no matter the size of generator you want, whether na the small portable generator size to give you comfort for your house or to help your small business, I been na the one for office, church, events, or the big one like London Beck kids generator and others. All dey for affordable price, even for hire. No wait to hear o. Come see for yourself, make you testify. High quality petrol and diesel generators of different size and brand. Machines to grind pepper, corn and crack palm kernel, plus other things. All dey for Auchi Technica. This na your opportunity to get your own. No, come the generator headquarters, Auchi Technica Limited, 79 and 80 Road, Benin. Auchi Technica, affordable generators for everybody.
Introducing Kada Catering Service, a division of Kada Cinemas and Entertainment Center, providing you quality, delicious and tasty meals produced in a most hygienic environment. What is that occasion or event? Birthday party, housewarming, annual general meeting, burial ceremony? Kada Catering Services has got your back for local, continental and Chinese cuisines for that occasion. Save yourself the stress and make your event unique, classy and outstanding with our top-of-the-range event management services. For all your bookings, visit us at Kada Cinemas and Entertainment Center, Sapler Road, Benin City, or call us on 0807 350 6900. Kada Catering Services, indoor and outdoor premier catering for all times.
As the anti-SARS protests continue in Benin City, despite the curfew imposed by the government, some youths on Sapler Road and environs today went on a peaceful road march to call for an end to violence and an end to police brutality. Best Imbiri has details.
Some youths in a peaceful protest march along Dumais Road in Benin City and other streets, despite the 24-hour curfew imposed by the state government. The protesters, most of whom are youths, said they were surprised that hoodlums hijacked the end-SARS protest, which has been peaceful across the country. They said they are in full support of a peaceful protest to drive home their demands, but against out of events on Monday in the city, which led down of law and order. They said no matter the situation will not remain for better liberation.
We want reforms, we want better government, and we don't want Nigeria to be divided. We are against the violent protests that occurred yesterday, that we the youth can protest and demand for good governance in peacefully.
We're against police brutality, we're against oppression, we're against injustice. Edo State is a peaceful state. It's a state for all. We're against violent protests.
Bring about reforms in the police to the extent that people in the community must be empowered to police the community. We are against those who
clash between anti-SARS protesters and some security personnel in Auchi headquarters of Issaquah local government area, Edo State. Edo North correspondent MacDonald Irunoha reports that the incident occurred at the Jatu Junction on Benin Auchi Okene Abuja Expressway. The report is presented by Roslyn Ewerame.
There was fracas at Jatu Junction on Benin Auchi Okene Abuja Expressway as some anti-SARS protesters engaged some security personnel in heated arguments over the blockade of the road. Bonfire littered the expressway while the protest lasted. Some of the protesting youths who spoke off camera said the protest was peaceful when a healer van conveying some security personnel drove to the area. They said during the heated arguments that ensued, the security personnel allegedly opened fire, which led to the death of 3 persons, while some of the security personnel was beaten to a pulp.
The soldiers came and they shot him. He never attacked anybody. We were there from morning till 2:30. Calm down. You see the boy, he wasn't fighting anybody.
The body of one of the victims was taken to the palace of the Otaru of Auchi, His Royal Highness Alhaji Aliu Momo Ekelebe III. Roslyn Eworame reporting.
Despite the 24-hour curfew imposed by Edo State government, anti-SARS protesters in Ekpoma and environs have continued their protest. The Central Bureau Chief, Ferdinand Usakwe, reports that a fresh anti-SARS protest sprang up in Irua, the administrative headquarters of Esan Central Local Government area.
In Ekpoma, some level of compliance of the curfew was noticed within the town, with some pockets of blockade at the market square, while security personnel were on the ground to enforce compliance of the curfew. The protesters later regrouped and went around major roads in Ekpoma, including Benin Auchi Expressway. Some protesters said they are ready to continue the protest until the government responds to their demands.
Until they hear our voice. If they don't hear our voice, we are not leaving the streets.
We'll continue. If they kill me, my children will continue. We are continuing until that 30 days. Don't leave us alone. We don't die here.
In Irua, a large number of protesters marched around major streets to demand for improved living conditions. They said they decided to join the ongoing nationwide anti-SARS protest due to the prevailing hardship Nigerians are subjected to as a result of bad governance.
Now we are telling the federal government that we don't even need SARS.
We are actually fed up of the way things are happening in our nation, because we are not being treated fairly. Because the government is not favoring us. We are not happy what is happening. Graduates are everywhere, no job. We don't need this government. We are tired of this suffering. We need more progress in this country.
Members of the Hausa community in Ekpoma were not left out as they expressed themselves this way. Ferdinand Usakwe reporting.
So much for our news tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Uyi Agmofwegbe from Blessing.
Thank you for watching. Good evening.
Good night.
Independent television, certainly the best.
Congratulations. With humility and immeasurable reverence, I, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawao Igbenedion, CFR, Esama of Benin, heartily rejoice with His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedu Uku Akbolokbolo Ewaye II, Oba of Benin, on his epoch-making birthday and 4th coronation anniversary. Umogun, your noble disposition as a bridge builder and unquestionable custodian of the great Benin cultural heritage eminently places you at the highest level in the community of royal fathers in the world. I join millions of your subjects worldwide to thank God and our ancestors for enabling your royal majesty to next another birth and 4th coronation anniversary in good health and royal splendor. This warm and highly commended that your reign has continued to bring endless prosperity to our land. I feel proud to rejoice with your majesty day. We rock the drums for this double celebration in ancient kingdom. Good bird into the stars continue to endow you with the unfathomable wisdom to rule the kingdom. Atalakpanowa continue to supreme with the money of the Bahrains. Obaga Tokbe Ise, signed His Excellency Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Osawao Igbenedion, CFR, Esama of Benin.
Issa too like football on Top Go TV. Sote him forget say him be best man for him party wedding. Amaka disappoint her bobo all because of football. Kola and the family suppose come out, but then gas change plans because for this new football season, Go TV get correct football action wey make sense. Get Go TV decoder wey come with 1 month Go TV Max subscription for only 9,500 naira. Go TV, live it, love it.
This is ITV, certainly the best.
Wonders TV with Reverend Dr. Austin Egagi, Senior Pastor, Assurance of Salvation Ministries International, aka Fire Center Worldwide.